Recently, I had a reselling experience that went down, and I doubt anyone here has ever really experienced maybe something similar, but not in the way it went down for me. And I'm going to tell you all about it here on the other side. So without any further ado, let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is John from Flippin' Ain't Easy. And yeah, I had a situation that happened last week and I've never seen it before, and I will bet good money on the fact that I'll never see something like this again. And it's just another learning experience that I wanted to share with you. If you sell on Mercari, okay, now maybe eBay will have something like this down the road, but Mercari has a feature where you can go in and select local pickup in addition to shipping. So the buyer has an option to not only have you ship it like normal, but they can actually have a local pickup. So essentially what happens is they have it set up to where you can choose in your listing to allow a buyer to have it shipped, or they can actually have it delivered to them by a courier, or in this case Uber Eats. So it's not them coming to your house or business to pick up the item. It's actually an Uber Eats driver that comes to your house and picks the item up. Now, I had an order that was like a steamer. It was like one of those little garment steamers, like a $20-something order. And of course, I get the notification through Mercari with a little cha-ching saying that I made a sale. So I looked at it closely, and it stated that I had to select a pickup time. And the pickup time was the next day, anywhere from, I think they gave me the option from like 9 a.m. until like 5 p.m. And I picked 1 p.m. Okay. So that's all it said. I picked 1 p.m. and I thought, okay, this is going to be interesting. So the next day rolls around and I have the item put aside, and I get a little message from Mercari to make sure that I have it wrapped in a bag, but I put it in a poly bag without the bubble wrap. And so I waited. And now we actually had to go run an errand about 1 o'clock. And so we were taking some packages to the post office, and we got back about 1:20, and I got a message from Mercari that stated that my driver was on their way. So we got back home before 1:30. They came like 10 minutes later to the door. They rang the doorbell, and this person came to the door and said, I have a pickup. So I gave her the package, and I had noticed that on the actual delivery it stated that this buyer was in Henderson, Nevada. Now, for any of you who have no idea where Henderson, Nevada is, well, that's a part of Las Vegas. So it's in the Las Vegas Valley. And I'm in like the northwest part of Las Vegas Valley, and Henderson's like the southeast, okay? Totally opposite direction. And we're talking this whole valley is like 25-30 miles across. So it was going to be about a 25-mile trip for this driver to take this little steamer to Henderson. So I just mentioned in passing after she received the item, oh, I see you're going to be driving to Henderson. And she's like, what do you mean I'm driving to Henderson? I said, well, that's what it showed me when I checked the notification. So she took the package, she scanned it. So when you're doing like an Uber Eats, you actually have to scan your phone that you've picked up the package, okay? And then she says, well, I can't do Henderson, Nevada. I have an electric car, and I don't have enough power in my car to get me that far. And I said, well, I don't know. It just says that you're supposed to pick this thing up. And she says, well, I can't do it. I'm going to have to give it back to you. So she does something to cancel the delivery, and she hands the package back to me, okay? And then she just leaves. And I said, wait, what about this package? Who's going to pick it up? Oh, someone else from Uber Eats is going to come and pick it up. Well, of course, that never happened. And when I checked the app, it showed that the package was picked up and within minutes delivered. So this driver got paid for delivering an item that they never delivered. So I had to reach out to my buyer on Mercari and explain, hey, this is what just happened, and we worked it out. And I contacted Mercari, and Mercari finally, after about a day, got back to me and said that they're going to take care of it. So the buyer essentially was refunded and they had to purchase it again. And this time they purchased it with shipping and I shipped it out to them. But I just thought it was kind of a unique story, one that I don't think I'll ever deal with again. And chances are you're not going to either. And it really kind of turned me off of the idea of doing the local pickup option for a number of reasons. I mean, a lot of these Uber drivers, if you've never done Uber Eats and the gig stuff like, your DoorDash, Uber Eats, these drivers get paid a small percentage of the actual order value, and then they are reliant on a customer tip. Now, I can tell you, on a $22 steamer, to drive 25 miles, and that's not even thinking about where you have to drive back to when you're done for the day, this driver was going to lose money. That's just in gas alone. And I don't know what kind of tip this Mercari customer was offering in the app. I don't even know if it even offers the ability to leave a tip for the driver, because I've never tried that as a buyer. But I don't think it's a very well thought out thing, at least for the driver perspective. If they had no idea they were driving 25 miles, what would have happened if I didn't say anything? Jenna had kind of got on my butt after it was all said and done. Hey, why did you even open your mouth? But I'm glad I did, because, okay, she picks up the package, she gets in her car, she fires up the GPS, and it tells her, she's got to go 25 miles. What would she have done? Would she have selected delivered and thrown it in a dumpster? Maybe kept it for herself? I doubt she was going to go all that far, because she said that she wasn't going to be able to make it. So at least by saying something, I was able to retain the package, make other arrangements with the buyer, and not be left, because if she would have taken the package and stated it was delivered, I would have had to fight a battle with Mercari to get paid for that item. And of course, the customer would have been left unhappy. So it was a win-win. Glad it worked out. But I think this whole local delivery thing is not for me. Now, you might be saying to yourself, well, I don't sell in Mercari, it's not that big of a deal. Let me just say this. Gig apps are a thing. Ever since the pandemic started, it's been a big, big thing where people just don't, they want it now, and they don't want to go and pick it up themselves. So they have a courier. I mean, if this is a successful thing, look for other platforms, and I wouldn't be surprised the way eBay likes to jump on the bandwagon to do something like this and offer your buyers a local pickup option through a courier like Uber Eats or DoorDash or something like that. So obviously you guys know by now, we're not doing a live stream today. Taking Jenna to see family out in California. Tyler's going to stay here and watch the animals and take care of the house and everything. So we're going to go for the weekend. It's my oldest son and daughter's birthday celebration weekend. So we're going to go spend time with the family on Saturday and come home on Sunday. About a 5-hour drive. So on Wednesday, Jenna and I went over to the Golden Nugget, which is downtown, where all this Boss Seller Remix hoopla was going on. And we met up with Carrie from American Arbitrage and Don. And we were invited by a great viewer by the name, and a great friend now, by the name of Mike Camparelli. And the guy's great. I enjoyed his company. We had at least a good 2-hour discussion about what he was doing with eBay, what we're doing with eBay, and it was just great to sort of learn what he does. And I really wish he lived out here, because we would be pretty good friends, because we have a lot in common. He likes the yard sale scene. I'm starting to like the yard sale scene, and it's great when you can connect with other resellers and maybe learn from their experience, pick their brains. He's an electrician, so I like my electronics, so being able to have someone as a reference to pick their brain and to maybe learn when maybe I come across something that I have no idea what I'm dealing with or how to fix something. So just knowing someone now that I can reach out to is pretty cool. But we walked around. We went to a place called Container Park, had some pretty cool stuff. That's kind of where the crowd, there was like a group of resellers that were kind of walking around downtown, and we kind of just followed them. Met up with Chaz from the Side Hustle Network. Met up with the Bearded Picker. I got to tell you, man, it was just a lot of chaos, and We didn't stay all that long. I guess I'm getting old, but you know what? I had shipping that I didn't want to get stuck with shipping the following day. Maybe I'm a party pooper like that. Being a resident of this town, most locals will tell you they don't really have a whole lot of interest in being downtown. They've done it many, many times, and this time may have been special to those who are out of town. But for me, other than the container park, which I've never been to, it wasn't a whole lot different from any other time that I've been. So tell me, what do you guys think about my experience with Mercari? And do you think that something like local delivery is going to eventually come to the eBay platform? I gotta tell you, unless they work out some kinks, I'm not doing it, and I doubt you would either. But I just wanted to give you my experience and maybe allow you to decide for yourself if that's something you want to be bothered with. So do me a favor, hit that like button if you enjoyed the content. Of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And while you're at it, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I go live, like I didn't do today. So gimmicky things like this local pickup from Mercari, well, it's just another example of how sometimes flipping ain't easy. And I want you guys to enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will see you on Monday on the live stream. Take it easy, everyone.